Welcome to the 25 Days of Stitchmas. My name is Nelu, and for the next 25 days, we are going to be creating new stitch files that I am going to digitize and embroider for you on this channel. Now, if you are somebody that likes to digitize, embroider, illustrate, paint, or whatever your creativity is, use these as like a daily prompt for the holiday season to create something new for your shop or maybe just for you in general. I will be digitizing and embroidering every single one of these stitch outs. So, welcome to day 6 of Stitchmas.
Okay everybody, we are back to the computer, and as a reminder, I am using the Embroidery software, and let's bring in our day 6, which are the bells. And of course this file is ginormous because that's how I created it, and I don't know why. Let's bring this down to size. I think we're gonna go pretty small with them. Let's bring it down a little bit more. I'm thinking that's looking good. We're about 3 inches wide by almost 3 inches, well, 3.5 inches wide by 3 inches tall is what we're looking at. I think that's a pretty good size for them. Now we got to figure out what colors we're going to do, and I did bring in the SVG for this file, and it looks pretty good, so we'll be able to definitely use the shapes and get them to work for us. Okay, let's see what's in the foreground, what's in the background. Let's see here. I might have to digitize that because of this line. It's not fully connected as a full shape. Let's see here. Alrighty. I think we're gonna do these gold. The bells we'll just do gold. We'll do the bow red because that I feel like is so standard. So we'll just start with that. Let's create a new design here. And like I said before, I'm not an expert or anything like that. So do I know what I'm doing? Most of the time it's a no. So take that and do with it as you will. Let's go to design, begin new design, and then we are gonna copy. See what this looks like. Do a fill. Oh, okay. These lines are going to be a little bit trickier because what I'm going to do, we're not going to be able to use that. So what we're going to do is we're going to delete that, and I am going to actually have to digitize this myself because that is not going to work. Let's bring that back. I think I need this here, there we go. We're gonna create this red. Now I have not figured out how to change the color to default to a different color, but maybe one day I'll figure that out. Okay, so we did red there, and then let's add another one. I think we're just going to start stitching from the top to the bottom. Might be the best move, I think. Okay, and let's do this here. Perfect, let's fill that. And then let's create another fill. Well, that's super wide. Let's bring that down a bit here. Yeah, there we go. That's okay, went just a little wider, which is totally fine because this is like anything with art, it's just art, guys. So it can deviate from what you originally wanted. You know, with stitches, it's just that way. So let's see here. I think for sure what we're gonna be able to use those lines for is creating a nice border with this, and we're gonna bring this down to 2 millimeters, and I think I'm gonna love that. And then I'm gonna add the one below, and also but I think I might be able to stitch it a little bit nicer if I digitize it myself. So that's what I'm gonna do, just because that's not gonna work in the way that I thought it was going to. We're gonna do this, we'll have it at 2 millimeters. And I feel like I should just go around like this, or I should start here and go around like this. That's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna start you here, friend. And we are gonna go here to here. Oh, you know what? We're gonna run, because if not, that's gonna be super bulky under there. So we'll go there, we'll do a little run stitch from here to here. Perfect. And then we'll go back to our satin border. Perfect, she's looking cute. And we're gonna stop right there. Perfect. let's see what you look like. I'm digging this because remember the circle here is gonna have that outline, so we're gonna want to stop here. We'll add a run stitch from here to here. No, actually, you know, we're gonna go a step further. We're gonna add the run stitch here to start and do the same loop. That's what we're gonna do. Boom. Oh, I forgot to hit enter, didn't I? Yeah, don't forget to hit enter, guys, because if you do, it goes away. Boom, because I want to add a little run there, because like I said, I don't want it to get too thick. Obviously, as you can see with digitizing, it's like there's a lot of planning and fun stuff that goes around with it. You can't just, I mean, you can plug and play for the most part, but it's just not that simple. Okay, perfect. And then we are gonna do another circle here. Perfect. Oops, that went a little bit wider than I wanted it. I am trying not to overcomplicate it with too many points, but that looks like shite. I'm gonna go ahead and delete that, and because I drew that circle, do you think I have it there? Copy and paste. And I think that's gonna look a little bit more cohesive because I put way too many points, and when you add too many points, especially for a circle, it's gonna start getting a little wonky, in my opinion. Let's go to the red that we have here, and that's what that looks like. I'm loving it. That's really cute. I think that's really cute. We could also, here, we could have changed the color of the ribbon to a dark red, and then this be a lighter red, just to give it that contrast. Which would be super cute because you could hide the seam or the transition between the two colors here. You could also do like an ombre effect on the bottom here. I know it's doable, I just have not learned how to really do that, so I can't help you there. And I thought I was adding this into a different design. Did you guys see that? Let's create that new design. I must have forgotten how to use that. Okay, let's go here, and this is the bow, so why don't we just add this to the design, and we'll call it bow. Okay, and then let's create a new design. And this is going to be for our bells, so let's select it. Let's go here. And the same with the bells right here. We could make it a different color gold, but I don't have different color golds, so it's going to be one solid gold. You kind of just have to make do with what you got. Anyhow, let's go here and get this outlined, and we'll do a nice satin border around there to give us those details that we're looking for. So let's do that. Okay, and that's what we have there, and let's add that as a fill, and let's change this color to gold. Oops, let's go to threads. Gold. I still don't understand why I did not get silver yesterday, but I guess I could have gone with gray, but let's see what the golds we got. That's cute. She's looking cute. Okay, let's take a look. What are we gonna do now? Okay. But we're going to want to do those details. Now these are going to be pretty dense with stitches, so I might actually change the density. Let's go to 5. Because the denser it is, so the smaller this number is, the more stitches there are. And to be quite honest, we don't want to keep this too stitch heavy, but if what we're going to be embroidering on really dictates what you're going to set your stitches to, that will dictate the way that it's done. And to be quite honest, this bow's on top, so we're gonna have to restructure or change the order that this will stitch out in, just because we're gonna want to hide some stuff underneath some of these satin stitches so that everything looks nice and seamless. So let's move on to the next gold here, the gold fill, because that's what we're gonna be doing. So we'll go here. Here, we'll go here, we'll go here, and we'll go here. That way it's a little bit more defined. Hey, I don't know if you know, but that picks up on here. I'm trying really hard to get this in between you and the kids. I can't.
Babe, I'm helping you.
Okay, thanks. Okay, Alrighty, so we're gonna go ahead and try to curve this here. And you'll have to forgive me, guys, because I don't know all the technical terms of everything that we're doing here. We're just going around. Can I close this? Will it do that shape? Perfect. And that's what I think I like right here. It looks good. Alrighty, and what's nice is with these little baubles things here, these little points, we can change the direction of the stitches so they look different. So that's really cute. I think I'm loving that. Okay, now I guess what color should we make this? The little bells, I guess, the little dongs. I don't know. What do you call those? That sounds funny. I'm not sure what to call them. Let's take a look at this and see what we want to... How are we going to outline this? Because I want it to be... I want this line here to hide underneath the stitches. And then this will all be stitched out, because we're not going to do gold up here. We'll leave the red here. We'll just do the gold on these outlines. Let's see, what's the best way to do this? Because I want both of those to hide underneath. So, and I want it to look super, super cute. Okay, I'm thinking we're going to do something like we did in the previous one, which is the, let's add some fills and stuff. So let's go back here. We'll select this. Okay, friend word there. And then let's do satin. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to give you a cute little arch here. And that's where you're going to live. And then we're going to do a little run. To there, and then we're going to give you a nice little another gold arch. Okay, perfect. And now we're going to start from here. And I think that's going to be perfect. Oh no, we did that the last time, didn't we, guys? Okay, so it's going to start down here, and we're going to put you here and here and here. Oh no, too far down, I guess. I'm trying to follow the one that I had before. I think that's how it was, but we can also adjust things, honestly, when we come back around. I feel like I'm putting too many stitches there, but I want that turn to look really good. Okay, and we're gonna stop there. Oh shoot, you guys, I should have gone all the way up here. So we're gonna have to, unfortunately, we're gonna have to redo that. I forgot that there. I think we picked a point here, we picked a point here, picked one there. Oh shoot, that's not a, selected the wrong key. And obviously you guys can see that the little points are changing on here. And the reason being is they do different things. Like when it's a full circle, it's just like a curved. When it's this, it's like a split so that I can take a sharp turn on the other axis. And then this is like a straight line, the square. Do I know the proper names for those? Nope, I do not, sorry. Let's do that as a satin. She's looking cute. Let's go with another satin starting up here. And remember, I'm starting up there, but we can adjust these start and stop points to give us exactly what we want in terms of where the stitches will start and stuff like that, so that the machine runs smooth without interruption. Okay, so that's what I was going for right there. Now this is neatly tucked underneath here. This here is looking cute. I'm liking this. All right, I think this is really good. Next, and then right now, the way we're looking at this, because the gold is underneath the red, we'll change the order to stitch the gold first and then the red on top. You see how that now mends all those lines and it's super clean. That's what we're going for. That's the look we're going for. And now we're gonna have to focus on these, and I still don't know what color we're gonna do. So let's just start off with a new design, create design. And this is gonna be, bells. Did I spell bells right? B-E-L-L-S? Oh, thank God. That's embarrassing. I always forget how to spell stuff. Okay, let's go over here, and we are gonna do this little circular object, which I think is just gonna be, do we do them gold? If we did them gold, then we can kind of just start and stop everything all on its own sum. If we do gold, then we'll put you in here. And I think what we'll do is add the fill in first. Yeah, let's do a cute little fill. Is it too much gold, guys? I don't know. Can I stop it there? Will that give me a... I think that's perfect. And we're just gonna go ahead and copy and paste another one in, and we're just gonna do some quick magic. Perfect. I do like that, but obviously we're gonna change this order. Perfect, because we definitely want them to go before the satin borders. And don't think we're going to give this a satin border. I think we're going to leave it just like this. Let's take a look at the architecture of this. Okay, we'll definitely want a traveled edge, which will give us, do we want it curved? Give it a curve? I kind of like the way that looks though. We don't need it curved. As long as we have a traveled edge, let's look at what the underlay looks like. Okay, we have the contour. And then we're going to do this as a traveled edge as well. It's just going to bring stuff to the edge as well, and that's what we want to make sure those stitches stick to those edges. Let's see here. Okay, I don't want to go too heavy on underlay, but let's figure out our start and stop points. So it's going to start up here. It's going to... Ooh. But if we do those bells first, I think these puppies will go first. I think that's what we're going to do. Yeah, let's start here. We'll create this fill, start, and we'll bring your stop here. We'll go to the next item. We'll bring your start down here, and we're going to bring your stop right here. And then I'm going to add a cute little run from here to here. And with that run, then we're going to go ahead and do this first. Oops. Start it here. Stop it there, start you here, and then we're going to stop you right here, and then then we're going to do the start and stops there, huh? Okay. Have we seriously thought about everything that's going on here? Because I feel like I haven't. Okay. So we definitely want to start those before we do that. Can we go backwards though? I think that's what we're going to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to this fill will be done last. We're going to move this up. So the next thing will be here. We're going to stop this right here. And then we're going to change the points of start and stop. So we'll start here, stop here. Then I should see a run, which is perfect. Because now we'll just change the start here. And we'll change the stop here. We'll change that there. And we'll change this here. And then we're going to adjust the way that this is doing it. So then we'll go here, we'll start you right here, we'll stop you right here, and then we're going to start you here, and we're going to finish here. And now you see all those red lines that were there before. So like when we're going to, when we're looking at all this stuff and clicking around, you see there's no more of those red lines that we had before. I was trying to recreate it and I can't figure out how to do that. Okay, let's go move on to the red. Let's see here. What are you looking at or looking like? Let's turn off. Okay, no, we want that. We just want to see what's underneath. Okay, so let's start from the top. And that's where our start and stop point are. Then we'll go to this fill. We'll start you here. And those are those red points that I was talking about, guys. See how it goes from one side to the other? That's what we're trying to eliminate. And we'll start here, stop here. Perfect, and then oh, but I did it so that it's done on those sides, right? Okay, so we might change the order. Oh no, I think we'll be fine. We'll start here, do all this fill, that looks good. But if we do it in that order, it's going to stop here. So let's change this order here. We're just going to flip these puppies. Perfect, so it starts here, start here, finish there. Start here, finish here, start there, and we're going to finish down here. So now it'll go here, which will be the start and stop. And what if we just stopped this here? And then the start, stop, the run, the start and the stop. We have our run. This is looking good. Oh, we have our run, start and stop, and then we're going to want to change start here, stop here. No, I think the stop will come back here, and we'll run start and stop there, and start and stop, and move you to here, start and stop. Okay, so now we've reordered everything, and this is the finished product. Yeah, so that's the bells. So let's get, now that this is done and reordered in the proper way, we can now move this to the machine, and actually I don't need that, so we can delete that. And there we go. This is gonna be nice and simple, and it should run pretty cute, to be quite honest. So let's get to the machine and run this design. Well, I hope you are enjoying day 6 of Stitchmas. These are so cute. I'm not gonna lie. I really, really love the way this turned out, but I said that about all of them, but you know what? I just do. It is what it is. Anywho, the code for this design is Bell, and just like all the other ones, you'll receive the digitizing file and the design file. Feel free to use it. If you don't want to use the code, it's $1 for all of the things on the website stitchdaddies.com under sale, or no, under shop, under digital, if you're looking for it, but you could always click on the description below. Anywho, I hope you enjoy the rest of this video of the stitch out and what it looks like in the end. Thank you so much for sticking with me on Stitchmas, and yeah, I hope you guys are checking out all the videos. They're all really cute, if I do say myself, and I will say so myself. Anywho, I hope you guys have a great one, and I'll see you in the next one.